Good afternoon and welcome to Poetry Classics. I am Dr. Thaddeus Byroneh. Today we will be reading a work from Master Urban Thespian Kimberly Denise Jones. This piece is from her blue period, her notorious period, if you will. It's an exquisite example of lyrical beauty, and I hope you will enjoy it as much as I do. So, let's begin, shall we? I've been a lot of places, and I've seen a lot of faces. Oh, hell. I've even had sexual relations with different races. A Caucasian man, his name was John. He had a Queen Bee Rules tattoo on his arm. He inquired if I would be his date for the prom, and then he would buy me a horse, a Porsche, and a farm. And Dan, my expletive for black people from down south, used to like me to spank him and ejaculate in his mouth. And then there was Tony. He was Italian, and he didn't give a sexual relation, and that's what I liked about him. He would dine on my female productive organs from the dark until the morning, and then he would call his girl up and tell her we was boning. Puerto Rican Poppy, he used to be a deacon. Now, he be sucking me off on the weekend. And this black dude I called King Kong. He had a very large penis and a hurricane tongue. So how many licks does it take till you get to the center of thee? How many licks does it potentially take? This next verse goes out to my expletive for black people in jail, beating their penises to the XXL magazine. You like how I look in the aqua green? Get your Vaseline. Grow some weave with some tissue and close your eyes, then imagine your tongue in between my thighs. Stop, look, and listen. Get back to your position. Kim got your penis hard, starts fights in the yards. I'm hotter than a Pop-Tart, fresh out of the toaster. Some expletive for black people will do anything for a little Kim poster. Essays, Bloods, Crips, all the thugs up north in the hole. They all want to know, how many possible licks does it take till you get to the center of thee? How many licks might it take? If you are driving in the street, put on your seatbelt and then hold on to your seat. Expletive for black people, grab your meat whilst I ride the beat. And if you see a shiny black Lamborghini fly by you, that's me, the night rider. I'm dressed in all black with a gat in the lap. Lunatics in the street, gotta keep the heat. 60 on the bezel, 100 on the rings. Sitting pretty baby with a cash money bling. It's 12 a.m. and I'm on my way to the club. After 3 bottles, I'll be ready for sexual relations. Some expletives for black people even put me on their grocery list, right next to the whipped cream and box of chocolates. Designer female reproductive organs. My fecal matter comes in flavors. High-class taste, expletives for black people, got to spend paper. Lick me right the first time, or you'll have to do it over, as if it were rehearsal for a Tootsie commercial. Now I ask you, how many licks does it take until you get to the center of thee? Oh, Kimberly Denise Jones. That is a question we will be asking for all eternity, I'm afraid. And I think only you might possibly have the answer. How many licks does it take till you get to the center? Indeed. I hope you enjoyed this reading from Kimberly Denise Jones, Master Urban Thespian. And I also hope you enjoyed this afternoon's episode of Poetry Classics. I'm your host, Dr. Thaddeus Byroneh, and I will see you next time.